of humanity, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, running around playing a fairy is what it is. Got to be all happy and spry around kids that you hate. Come here, little.
Oh. What's up, guys? How you doing? Woo. I'm Josh,
I'm
Kevin, and we got Big Sexy over.
It is all right.
It's a me, Big Sexy.
Which
It's
direction?
Big Sexy.
Pointing east.
Yeah, I
So
don't
is he
know.
East.
Are you to the east or to the west? He's West Coast. It's like 4 o'clock in the West Coast.
It is 4 o'clock.
Wake him up from a lunch nap, right?
Yeah, lunch coma,
My kid.
no doubt. No
But it's
doubt.
Sunday
How's everybody doing today?
Because we're here. It's Sunday, so that's how you know when Sunday is. That's how we figure it.
That's how I figured it out.
That's how I keep my day straight. I go, only 2 more days till Sunday. I went to the zoo. Which, if y'all ever get into Wichita's got one of the best zoos around, and they keep making it better.
Just got done doing that elephant display.
Yeah, I mean they got a lot of elephants, but if zoos are your thing, Wichita's got a pretty nice zoo.
Elephant what?
They got a big elephant. I mean it's a huge. I mean most elephant exhibits are.
Gotcha. I thought he said elephant slide. I was like, that sounds interesting. I want to see that.
There might be.
But
who knows what's out there? It's pretty big.
Their newest stuff is the snow leopards and I think the emerald, some kind of emerald leopard or something. Okay, but in their exhibit, it's like a hamster wheel. I mean, they got slides. They go up over they can go over the pathway, and I mean it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be.
They got
cool.
a lot of
You
stuff.
said snow leopard?
Yeah, snow leopards.
Oh, that's cool.
Emerald leopards. I
That would
think.
be cool.
Are they green or something?
No, I think they got green eyes is what makes them an emerald.
Oh.
That's where they get the emerald.
That's like,
But stingrays, we've got the stingrays opening Stingray Bath or Stingray Cove.
bath.
Dang, it's a pretty big
bath
zoo.
of stingrays.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Middle of nowhere, and we got stingrays,
I think I've only been to one good size zoo, and that was the Portland, Oregon Zoo is pretty good size too.
Yeah. Well, I was close to San Diego one time, and I wanted to get down there to that, but it just didn't happen.
Oh yeah, that one sounds amazing.
Yeah. And I think Brownsville, Texas, way down on the border. I think they got a real nice zoo.
I'm sure there's so many that we don't even know about that are literally some of the coolest zoos that you'll ever see that just aren't as hyped as much as like San Diego or something like that.
I mean, a lot of people think a zoo's a zoo, and I mean, yeah, but we got penguins, we got what's the other?
Gorillas.
Yeah, the gorillas, that's a good one. All them, of course.
Got a hippo or two.
Yeah, got a baby rhino. Orangutans, they were getting their teeth brushed and their nails filed, and that was a pretty neat sight. The little baby was just running around, and the gorillas were fighting. There was no poo flinging, but one was like licking his butt. I mean he'd go back and take a swig, and oh god, and I mean it got
no couth.
Yeah, I moved right on, but my sister stood there until she about puked, and then I'm like, well, why'd you fucking stand there that long,
Right.
But anyways, like I said, you are Big Sexy Beard Brand. Founder, creator, president, right?
Yes. Co-owner at this point. So with Corey the Ghost Gale.
Yeah. Of course, we were hoping he would get on here, but we're going to do a giveaway.
And who knows? He may.
Last week, Thomas did Thomas Benny here, local guy. He won some, and he was tickled pink about it.
Nice.
And
Very
I
good.
showed our guest last week. I showed, like I said, I make everybody smell it. I always have some right here, and I'm like, check it out and smell it. I need to get that compilation. I think going back a whole year would be a little much. So, I mean, I'll just start going back and seeing how far we can go. And
right. That'd be
some of the
funny.
fresh ones.
That'd be awesome. Just everybody's sniffing BSBB.
Yeah. Like testimonials, put it on the website or something.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome.
I think
that's
we
awesome.
will.
A little video testimony.
Yeah, I mean, it all helps.
For sure.
Content's what they say. And I got to edit that. Tom's didn't win this one yet. So if you're out there and you want to win some big, sexy beard product, I got Foghorn, Girl Next Door, Pappy's Pipe, and Peepin' Chonies. No.
Probably not Peepin' Chonies.
Yeah, I know. It may be that one. I can't remember. I think it is Peepin' Chonies.
Maybe Poppin' Cherries.
Yes, Poppin' Cherries. That's it. That's it.
Peepin' Chonies ain't out there a lot just because there's not a lot of people that are really digging a lot of patchouli.
Yeah, so. I can't handle it anymore. I burnt too many patchouli incense back in the day, and it's kind of wore its welcome on me, to say the least.
I don't dislike it. It's just not something normally. So unfortunately, it's probably one of my scents that really do, because of the patchouli, stick the longest. This scent literally lasts all day into the next day, maybe.
Yeah.
And that's just a lot of patchouli for me. I mean, if it went away with fast absorption in like a few hours, that'd be great. Yeah. But it's just a lot of patchouli all the time.
Yeah.
So if you like that, hey, it's a banging scent. I'll tell you that.
Like I said, I got Foghorn. I'm going to get this next go around. I'm going to get some Big Sexy, because that was, I thought I'd ordered it, but I got Foghorn, so it may have been,
sounds like we need to get you out some sex pot to give away as well, So that's a good one. Since that is your scent.
Yes. One of my faves, of course. And like I said, I found out, I've one of the other beard companies, they kind of went under. It just wasn't selling enough, and I mean, that was who I was kind of using before, but I mean, I gotta obviously choose one or the other, and so I chose, and
right.
I know I didn't. It wasn't solely mine. I mean, surely I wasn't buying enough to keep nobody afloat.
Right.
But yeah, it's sad to hear, though. It's a tough market. I mean, I just like every other beardo. I made beard product when I first started. Thought I'm gonna make $1 million, and then I started. Oh man, there's like 1,000 companies, and this was 5 years ago.
Yeah, if you get into this to do it for any other reason than to keep yourself in beard product and to maybe, possibly sell enough to donate, which is what we do mostly,
Yeah.
The amount of BSBB that's donated to comps or charity raffles or anything is actually as close to or more than what we sell. There's no doubt. Yeah. So it's not what we did to get rich. If somehow it stumbles along the path and just takes off like that, then that'd be great. But that's not our purpose. Is to make a beard product that we like, that we'll use, that we enjoy, and is healthy for our beards.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's what we do it for. Selfishness. We want to make a product that we use.
And then speaking of, we're doing a giveaway. Nobody's chimed in yet, so I guess nobody wants any today.
Has anybody showed up?
Yeah, we got a few out there. So we got a Big Sexy giveaway. Thought I had a slide that showed it, but I may have deleted it. But hey.
And the website is back up.
And we just got confirmation the website is back up. So you use the code JRB520. Do you got a code, boss man?
No, I do not have a code.
So yeah, use JRB 520. I don't think anybody's used mine yet, so pop my cherry.
I would have to look into the website
and
do the logistics, but I am not sure.
Yeah.
I usually, to be honest with you, I don't keep track whose code's getting used.
But
we do have obviously we have analytics for that, that we can figure that out. But I think Corey might look at that more than I do.
Got Mia Miz. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Mizix. I don't know what that is, but they guessed 73. It looks like it's on from the Twitch channel.
It does look like Twitch. And the first guess.
Oh, Santi is in the house. She's a local artist. I know I've made her smell it a few times. The big sexy idea is nothing.
I was about to say, we're talking about beard products still, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't make her. She'd punch me if I'm scared of her. I mean, I wouldn't piss her off. I mean, but yeah, let's see what Kevin's got going on back there.
Painting,
putting clothes on her, which we were gonna put clothes on her. I just had to get the shape of the boobs.
I know. I'm just outlining.
Got to keep it PG-ish.
I'm outlining the boobs now. So.
PG-13.
PG-13.
It's kind of off.
Yeah.
You'll probably have to fix it. You'll probably have to fix that left boob.
I got to fix the left boob.
I'm struggling with it. So
Kevin's got the right boob. I got the left boob.
different directions of swirls.
Yeah, they're different sizes.
But this one's it's very noticeable on there. I know how to fix it, but every time I touch it, it doesn't do what I want it to.
I hear you, Kevin. I'm having the same problem in real life. An analogy to life right there. Every time I touch it, it doesn't do what I want it to do. Well, you just got back from Mob Fest 5, correct?
Mm-hmm. I did. Got back from good old Monroe, Louisiana. Went to West Monroe, but spent most of my time in Calhoun.
Yeah. Looked like a great time. I seen all the pictures.
It was an amazing time. It's just a big old family reunion. That's all it is. It's pretty awesome.
Big family reunion for charity, so it's pretty awesome.
It is. Yep. We all have a great time and raise money. I think it was, what was it, 10,200 or something like that, right around there.
Yeah.
That they raised, which was awesome.
Nice
the wife and I both judged it, which was very cool.
Plus, like a trailer full of food as well, canned goods, wasn't it?
Yeah. They had the canned good raising as well, or the not just canned goods. It was
non-perishable food.
Yeah.
Supplies too.
I think there was like hygiene supplies and stuff. I mean, I don't remember. I know there was a lot on the list. I didn't see exactly all that was donated.
Yeah.
There's so much always going on that.
Oh yeah.
You pick what you can make.
Yep. We try to keep busy, don't we?
Yes.
Keeps us insane. I don't know. I mean, I don't feel very sane most times.
No, I wouldn't say sane. Sanity has anything to do with anything. So
I think our breed, we kind of got to be a little insane to make it.
Yeah, or keep yourself busy with 97 projects.
Yeah. Not quite 97. Me and Kevin, we got the third Thursday. Like I said, that's what this piece is for. We got that coming up Thursday, and I didn't realize it was Women's Month or whatever, but we chose Warrior Women, and I think you liked that picture, didn't you?
Oh yeah, that picture is awesome.
We need to. I'm gonna make a few prints on that. I think for my digital art, I'm gonna do I'm only gonna do like 5 prints, limited run of prints. Put it, just to keep them rare. Kind of like. Like the trading cards and some of the other stuff we've been talking about. Should we talk about that or
maybe like NFTs?
Yes.
If anybody knows what those are.
I do now.
Yeah. I mean, Kevin's heard a few of it. And like I said, we've got,
everybody I know has heard a lot about it lately.
I've joined a few groups and, there's a lot of, like I say, the AI generated or, computer generated, and you can kind of tell some of that. And I mean, they can't sell them from the groups that I'm looking at. They're like, how do I sell? I've posted and I haven't sold. So I think right now I think everything's kind of it's being flooded. I mean,
it's being overly flooded, and it's also people just dropping. Like, if people were to understand like what we're doing, there's a reason we haven't dropped anything, we haven't done anything, is because we're taking our time and we want to build a community, and we're going to work on the community, because your community is who helps you, or what helps make your stuff worth anything, to be honest with you. If no one's ever heard of you, why do they want to buy your computer generated art?
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I think that's where we could probably, but there's a lot of good artists that, I've seen that too, but they just have this, like you said, they just don't. There's people who are being flooded with information, NFTs.
Well, the NFT market right now is absolutely insane. There is no doubt about it. There's plenty of room for people to do it, and there's plenty of room for people to be successful in it. It's just, how do you approach it? And if you're approaching it like, I'm going to throw together 1,000 pieces real quick and throw them on open seas and see what happens, you're basically treading water.
Yeah.
You're hoping somebody wants to buy 5 or 10 of them super cheap in case one day something happens. But there's too many of those. So you need to, like I said, you need to create. I mean, that's why I told you from the beginning. I think you're now seeing it, but you need to create a community.
So like I said, it's really not much different than what I do. I do stupid artwork all the time, but to have it towards a purpose and I think we could, surely somebody, but it's a crapshoot.
I have no doubt.
Yeah. So
of what's going to happen. Fun. I just know the time it's going to take for it to happen. So that's why I don't have unrealistic expectations, but I know what I think is going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, I always have delusions of grandeur, but
right.
I usually float back down to reality soon. And
well, if you don't, you'll never get there.
Yeah.
If you can't picture it, how will you ever get there?
Yeah, manifest destiny. It's a.
There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes. So.
I'm probably the more grounded one in here. I just kind of float along and say, okay, what you need, where you need it. If it happens, it happens.
All right, I'm gonna hop back and do some painting.
Damn. Now that I stepped away from it and can look at it, I go, oh, I guess I wasn't doing too bad.
He steps away, takes a look at it, and says, "Oh, those are nice boobs."
Yeah. So we're gonna call it what, the double D? What was that? That was the one that.
There was, I think, 3.
Oh, I didn't see it. I
only
saw one.
But I think I can't remember who.
There was the assault of the double D's or something.
Yeah, that was.
That was Stacy.
Because we're gonna put a title of our movie, because it's like a vintage movie poster. That's the theme now.
Those old B-rated exploitation movies back in the 70s, where it was like, the only reason you watched the movie because you knew you were going to get to see some boobs.
Yeah, basically.
And it was usually on Cinemax.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Yeah, those. You'd see the ratings on it, and they talk about how great the acting was, and then you're like, there was no acting.
Yeah. Or you just say, yeah, there probably was, but I missed that part because there was
Let me step up so I can see who's on here. We're just not getting the crowd today.
A nice day here in Wichita.
Yeah, probably everybody's out in parks.
It's not a terrible day here either. So people, that might be a big thing, as people are out and about, So
yeah. So you guys that are watching, you're probably wondering why I got some elf ears, which they're not really elf ears, they're fairy ears. I was at I even got some makeup on, if you can see it. We had I'm with the costume troupe, and we're doing some fairy stuff and costumes and developing fairy characters for the Ren fairs and kid shows and stuff, so forth and so on. We got had a little what do you call it? got together, and some guy was showing us how to blend in the makeup with our ears. I've already known how to do all that, but it's always a good refresher to get somebody else's point of view on how to do it.
So, like a tutorial.
Yeah, but it was in because we got some people that don't. And I actually put them on wrong. They're glued on, so they're not going to come off until I really want them off. But
they're glued on. Okay.
Yeah, they're spirit gummed on.
That's commitment, Kevin. That is commitment, right?
Oh, I'm a costume entertainer, man. If you ever need anybody in your local area, I got all kinds of stuff I do. Of course, my big one's Captain Spaulding, but I've done plenty of others. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to be helping out with a video from Terrence Severance. We talked about it last week. And I'm going to be dressed as a Viking, and then I'm going to turn into some kind of demon. And then I get to turn two other people, main catalyst people in the video, into demons, and everybody else gets to die. So
sweet.
I'm going to be. I don't know where it's all going on that. I'm a special effects. I'm artist in the fact that I do it on myself. I don't really do it much on other people. But I have and can. It's not, it's just like painting to me. And so, tomorrow we going to be
throw out a number, Jesse, between 1 and 200.
Yeah, between 1 and 200. Jesse Taylor came on.
Yeah.
Oh, they're about to have just practice on Sundays? I thought, who knows? Bands practice when they want to.
You practice nobody's got anything going on, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we went we have to figure out our practices all the time for my band, and we may have a guitarist now, or at least he's coming back a second time, so he must have did something right the first time.
Right.
So I wasn't there for the first time, but I know the guitarist real well, so I'm sure he did well. 29. Kyle Waller said 64. So far, no one's gotten it. I can't even remember what I told you.
What's up, Kyle?
What's up, Kyle?
There was, we have 73. Eric said 111, 29, 64.
Oh, look at him. He's got it down. So he's seeing what we're seeing, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the comments, yeah.
Oh, in the comments. Okay.
Yeah, nobody's got it.
Yeah, no one's got the number because I don't remember exactly which number I told you. But
someone just got closer. Not it.
7 seconds. 7 seconds to heaven is a pretty good one. My daughter actually came up with that scent, playing with all my different scents that I had.
It's kind of funny. He keeps giving me scents to try out, and I keep giving them away. I did keep the last group of yours. I can't remember what it's called, and I've used it a couple of times.
Probably foghorn.
Yeah, probably. I just
foghorn's pretty popular.
Yeah, I started figuring out the oils, man. If I rub them in, because you start getting these little bumps underneath your beard, and I kind of started rubbing the oils in. And I probably put them in about once every couple of weeks.
Yeah,
and it's made the bumps go away. So
yeah, I use oil, maybe not as much as a lot of people, but I do use mine. Probably every 2 to 3 days. Probably every 3 days, I'd say. Yeah. Butter I use more frequently for the beard. But for my
82, 94, 124.
No wieners yet.
So Eric's got the balm and he loves it.
Yeah.
Balm and oil.
Yeah, 7 seconds is pretty awesome. I mean, it's a good one. That's 7 seconds. So yeah, that's raspberry margarita, right? Yeah.
I think this is the first time you and I've ever talked, isn't it?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been following you for a while because of him back there, because he does those weird off-ball in the middle of the day shows with you or whatever it is he does.
Right.
I'm usually at work at that time. Hope to change that soon. I could retire today if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to wait till the middle of summer.
Well, yeah. I would like to be independently wealthy too.
That's the only reason I haven't retired, is just because all of a sudden all the prices went way up. Like, are you kidding me? I was getting ready to build a porch out front, and I figured it out. This is before COVID, and I was like, okay, all I got to do is save up this price, right?
Mm-hmm.
About $1,100 to do my porch by myself and help a couple of friends. And then I went back to check the wood, and it was like $3,000 for that. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So I
Hold
guess
off on that.
Yep, somebody went there. 69. They always go there.
Always. That's why we'll never pick it.
Or we might.
Good old Don Shea.
Yeah, last week there was like 3 or 4 people that picked that number. That was funny.
As you were talking about the porch thing, though, so I had a little remodel out of our little lake trailer. It was supposed to be. I did the same thing. I costed it all out before COVID. It was a $1,500 remodel. Big deal.
Yeah.
We were just adding on a little bit, and we were friggin' like changing a couple things. It was $1,500 in material. $4,500 later, I'm still not done.
Yeah, I got a friend who he took a van and turned it into a travel, put in bed, kitchen, and all this kind of stuff. And he said what saved him, because he did pre-bought everything except for a few things at the end there. But he said, man, if I wouldn't have pre-bought and had it all ready, he said, obviously there's times when like a coupling or something like that, but he said all the wood and all the main stuff he had to do to frame it, he had it all figured out, because he kind of does that for a living anyway.
Right.
And he goes, if I wouldn't have pre-bought all that stuff, no way I would have been doing it now. So
yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah, we never saw that. Your first message we could see, Don, was, can you see me now? There ain't even anything up here that said like Facebook user or nothing. So I don't know.
Everybody here right now saying they're Facebook users.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see what's going on here around locally. I do know that
Facebook user.
It just says it has the Facebook.
Oh yeah. No. I just meant instead of their name, it'll say Facebook user.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
We see everybody's name, or I see everybody's name.
Yeah, I see everybody's name too. I guess I see what you're saying. I don't pay much attention to any of that stuff. I just push buttons.
Yeah, it's good pushing buttons.
Yeah, well, I don't push the wrong buttons yet.
That's what I was about to say. You ain't out there pushing all the wrong buttons, right?
Yeah, right. But on the 20th is spring solstice. And so we're going to be at the Riverside Park doing a spring solstice, some circle dancing and music, and throwing flowers into the pagan winds and whatnot, dancing around. We're going to have the Easter Bunny show up too for the kids. So that ought to be fun.
So what is spring solstice? Is it just like
it's the summer equinox. It's the even day when the night and day is exactly even. And it's going to happen.
No. I understand. Like okay. That part of it. I was wondering, like you said, is that an event?
Yes. Every year, every summer solstice, spring solstice, fall solstice, there's a group of people get together, and we're always involved with. I'm with a group called the Flint Hills Fairies, and also American Menagerie. It's mainly the Flint Hills Fairies that does the Renaissance type and the pagan type stuff.
Gotcha.
I say pagan. Pagan's the wrong word, but everybody, I'm a pagan. No, pagan was a word used by other cultures to try to make you sound bad. But then, of course, they made it their own, so I guess it's not a bad thing anymore. But it's 2 Sundays or next Sunday, whenever the 20th is, next Sunday, I think it is. And we're going to be there doing a celebration of the spring solstice, and it's actually at 1:20 when it actually happens, but we're going to be there early doing some dancing and picnic type thing. And there's going to be 2 kind of groups going on there. There's one that's going to be early, and there's one going to be a little bit later, more towards the actual spring solstice, because we have lack of a better word, it's the Wichita Stonehenge, and there's an actual stone set up that has a magnifying glass on it for when it can hit where the sun will hit, and someone's got it figured out for Wichita, when it'll hit for winter, spring, and summer. And there's these 3 other stones, and it hits, and it'll hit for like, it doesn't take very long. It's kind of like an eclipse, it's only there for a few minutes, then it's gone.
Gotcha.
So on 1:20 in Wichita, our spring solstice is going to be 120 on the 20th.
Oh, there you go.
So,
okay.
We just kind of celebrate that kind of stuff. It's and being in the heart of wheat country. Spring and summer and fall solstice is huge because also that's when farmers kind of, the ones that understand all that understand that's also okay. Now's when we talk. Now's when we plant our wheat. Now's when we do our winter wheat or summer wheat or whatever. Kind of like the harvest moon and everything. So, all the hardcore farmers around here understand all that stuff. So it's Kansas is really tied into that, whether they believe it or not. So. Because I grew up in a small town like that. I've always known about that my entire life. I know a lot of people still don't know about it that are older than me. What's that? I don't know what that is. Yeah, well, when you eat your sandwich and you're eating that bread and you're eating those tomatoes and stuff, remember that next time. So that's what that is. And then I just got done kind of talking about, coming back last Thursday. Well, the show was Thursday. Drove up a local rap artist named Nick Gibbs up to Omaha, Nebraska, and did a show there, and I drove the whole way for him. I'm becoming my dad. I'm driving everybody everywhere. Excuse me.
The kids for a ride.
Yep, and I tell you flat out, Nick Gibbs killed all of them, and one of the national touring act, who's got like, I don't know if you know who ISO is. King ISO is. He's one of the top rappers, kind of up and coming. Oh, he's out there now as one. Anyway, King ISO has supported this other guy. Can't remember his name right now. And even the headliner knew Nick Gibbs beat him out. And it was just like, for you guys that don't know who Nick Gibbs is, he's on, and you like some unique rap kind of stuff. Definitely, he's on all of them, but Spotify and the Facebook and YouTube and everything else. He's on there. And I highly recommend you check him out because it's pretty funny because he's the only guy. You see this guy sitting over there in a 3-piece suit, white guy, looking like he's just some kind of dorky businessman. Then he gets up there and he comes at it hard. And he always brings the crowd in. He doesn't sit up there and try to be pretty and flashy and all that stuff. He literally gets into the crowd and just brings them into him every single time I've seen him.
Nice. Very cool.
And, but that's what I did last weekend. So
I'm trying to get him back on here. He was one of our first guests back when we started all this. But maybe we'll have a freestyle battle or something.
He was trying to do that with me, and I had a country artist that was riding with us named Brody. And he was trying to get me and him to freestyle with him. I was like, dude, I can't freestyle. So I just started rapping my punk songs from my bands. And I was doing okay, but I couldn't dwell outside of my own songs. So I was like, okay, because he would say something. Because, the freestyle, they would say something, and then you kind of respond back to it. And I was like, yeah, I can't do that. But so I just kept doing my song back and forth at him, and he'd read off my song. But it was a good ride, and we got up there and did the show and came back, and hopefully I can get my bands up there in the future. Probably don't know that. I'm in a couple of bands myself, so it's just we'll see where it goes.
What style of bands?
One of them's punk. We call ourselves Scuzzy Punk. No coast punk rock because we don't have a coast out here. We have lakes. And then another one's it's going to be a ukulele band. I play bass ukulele, and my partner right now, she plays baritone ukulele. And once we get our songs tightened up, then we're going to pull in somebody who does a concert ukulele and just get up there and do some ukulele. It's going to be kind of a ukulele. She's from a punk band too, so it's going to be we're going to see how close we can make it to punk.
And I thought ukulele was ukulele. I didn't know there was multiple ukulele.
Oh my gosh, there's 10 or anything that if you can sing it, there's a ukulele. Yeah, I play a bass. It's got these big fat rubber strings on it, and it actually has better tone than my actual two basses that I play. So I actually enjoy playing it more than I do. If I ever play in a punk band, you'll see me up there with a bass uke instead of my actual bass. Plus it only weighs like 2 pounds.
Right.
So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, that makes it easier.
But I'm excited about all that. And there's a lot of good music. Tomorrow I'm going to be shooting a video with Terrence Severance. I talked about that already. And oh my gosh, my calendar is just full. It's just full. But like you guys were saying, you have to. I mean, if you don't, I would be staring at the walls for contemplating really bad things. So
yeah, you got to keep busy. You got to just go. That's so. Well, I mean, unfortunately, that's what I do.
Yeah, that's you got to do that, and it's just. I mean, we got some cool shows that are probably going to happen for our artwork coming up, and of course, we got the one coming up Thursday, the Warrior Woman one. So. And then we'll figure out what we'll do next month.
Yeah. I think we got an idea of what we're gonna do. I think for the
anybody hit the number yet?
No, they have not.
No number.
Yep. So one person came close.
Yeah, we got a close one. The closest one that will be the wiener.
Within a few numbers there. What, 5 numbers was it?
Yeah. 5.
Yeah, they're within 5 numbers, but they weren't there. Pretty darn close. Can't tell you which one. Yeah.
Well, I feel like we're going to see a lot of guesses, 5 numbers up and 5 numbers down from each one of them for a while.
Something's really loose.
Yeah, Don, go for it.
Need to fix it. Yeah, guess as many times as you want. Definitely.
Bring them comments in.
Yeah. That's why I like this, because it, this gives you the comments the best chance with the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
Because you always struggle how to do a giveaway, and I'm like, well, this way at least you get the comments. So yeah, guess 100 times if you want. Guess 200 times.
Yeah.
If you guess 200 times, you'll get it right.
Yeah, guaranteed. I thought about going to 600 just so I could use another special number that we've been working on too, but I didn't know how. I thought that might scare some people. What's going on, Stephanie? Said yes, you can guess more. I click something in it.
Oof, God.
Oof.
I was taking a look at crypto charts real quick.
Are they looking any better? I know last time we were
not so great today, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, I don't understand all those things, so I stay away from them.
I understand a lot more today than what I did 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, but it's still not certainly on Shawn's level, I don't think.
I got a couple more years into it.
Oh, I've watched and paid attention, but it's just still.
You are guessing, Stephanie. You are guessing between 0 and 200.
Yeah, it's downstairs. It's down there on the tracker, but you get some big sexy beard product. Oh, there's Matt. Ooh, ran into him at the White Building. I ain't seen him in a while. Matt Macy.
Okay.
What's going on, Matt? Not guessing weight. Guessing 1 through 200 and get whoever gets closest without going over wins some beard product.
I can say I really wish I was closer to Matt's weight.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they were guessing weight, they're way off on me.
Yeah, and we're just painting, getting ready for our exhibit Thursday. And like I said, like he was saying, we've got I've got something which I think we can all get on, which I don't know. I got to work the details out with that. But that's at the White Building. I did get on for the April 1st. First Friday or final. I think it's the first Friday. Yeah, first Friday, April 1st, obviously. And so I got on with that, but I got to get with Dez and.
Is that the Lux one?
No, the Lux one is the 9th. Is the final Friday for April. So I'm gonna do my Mandela, all my little Mandela art that I've been doing. I just did one today of Barbarella.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I haven't finished it yet, but no, I'm gonna print it off and get it done for the Warrior Women too. Just a couple more pieces for it.
Right.
I mean, the Forge, it's pretty good. It's a D&D bar. It's a nerd bar, and I always thought I was a nerd growing up, but Stephanie, her husband, and their crew, they showed me I was like a music nerd. There's all kinds of levels of nerds because I ain't never played no D&D. I mean, everybody's great. I love them, but I just can't get into the D&D and the card games like that. I usually bring Cards Against Humanity, and we'll sit there and play Cards Against Humanity at the.
I've never done it either. Like I don't know.
I mean, the kids
I've never been
fascinated with
exposed to it.
Yeah. I mean,
So I don't even know.
It seems very intricate. Yeah, I mean, it seems like there's a lot to it. A lot of rules.
There is and there isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things. It depends on who you get to run it for you.
Yeah, like I said, it's
Bet you can walk in there and just get your ass whooped.
Yeah, I just want to paint and have fun. So we're kind of keeping it fantasy nerd, nerd sci-fi theme. And I think next month we'll do a galaxy. I think Stephanie wanted to do a galaxy, and I've got my naked alien back there that I'll throw up in that one. Of course, I'll do.
What is MTG?
It sold, didn't it? Our Jazz Aliens, did it sell?
Magic the Gathering.
Gotcha.
Yep.
No idea what that is either.
Well, I didn't say you were playing D&D. I said everybody else because it's D&D night when we do our thing up there, and they're all playing D&D.
She's like, "Don't put me
don't put me in that. Don't put me in that category." Yeah. I get the level of nerdum. I'm not that kind of nerd. I'm a magic nerd. But yeah, they've got the Mopigs, and I think she's here. Let's play their commercial, Magic the Gathering. Yeah, like I said, her and Aunt are Mopigs, collectibles and toys, and bam.
Good evening, boils and goyles. This is Mopar at Mopigs Collectibles and Custom Paint. If you guys haven't made it down here yet, this video is probably for you. We're going to start doing these like new in the shop videos. My buddy Josh from Green Room Productions, he's been helping us out with like he's the one who did the shirts. He just brought down the hoodies. Same monster on the front, and then the big logo on the back. They embrace the art of being a nerd. He's the one who did the t-shirts as well. He's helping us out with a lot of this new promotional stuff that we're doing. We're going to try to do one like once a week or so. That's the idea. But if you guys haven't been down here yet, we want to make sure you guys can kind of check stuff out. A lot of people work weird hours and everything. If there's something you guys are interested in that you want to call dibs on, or you want better pictures of or whatever, do not be afraid to message the page. We're more than eager to help you guys. We ship things all across the planet. We've been doing this for like 20 years, so any need that you guys have, let us know. If you're used to seeing the stuff that we normally have, like the Comic-Cons and the flea markets and antique malls and stuff, that is not what's in here. The stuff that's in this room is stuff from my personal collection, so this stuff is completely different inventory than what you're used to seeing. So if you guys haven't been down here yet, come check it out.
That was not the one I meant to play, but it'll work. We made a more generic one. I guess I didn't load it on here, but it still has the pertinent information.
Hey, that one was great. What are you talking about?
Yeah, check it out, Matt. It's great. Stephanie and Aunt, great. I don't know if you should have met Stephanie up there at the White Building 2 weeks ago, whatever. She was the one that was live painting. So good people, good people. Yep, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, they're really pushed for local.
Yeah, and we've teamed up on the third
and
Thursday.
We even have some artwork there.
Yeah,
you go there and buy the artwork from there and support. Well, in our case, 3 local people, a store and us 2.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm done painting. My back is killing me.
Yeah.
Tell you, driving a Prius to Omaha, Nebraska, 5 straight hours. It's a fun car to drive. But the seats are horrendous.
Not for big people.
I would rather drive around in a goddamn Humvee with theirs stamped on. Actually, I wouldn't. But oh my god.
We went down when we were down in Louisiana. They gave myself, my wife, and Jake Johnson, who is as big as I am, probably wider. Definitely a little wider right now.
Yeah.
They gave us a Kia Rio. So we drove 5 hours to friggin' Texas in a Kia Rio, or from Texas to Louisiana in a Kia Rio.
I think it would have been just me and Nick Gibbs. It probably would have been okay, but we also had James, who's the guy we need to get on here someday. James, anyway, does the Muse Meridian, the live all ages venue that's just been built.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I've heard of it, but
yeah, it's part of that. Normally, I go to that. If it wasn't for a broke down truck, I'd been going to the town hall meeting. That's where they usually hold it for the local artist stuff.
Looks like it was a good weekend.
And then Brody was in the back too. So if we wouldn't have had those two, it probably would have been a little more comfortable, but that's fine. Yeah, 4 people shoved into that thing was just
a lot.
Yeah. I had to do an art show with it. It wouldn't have worked with 4 people in it.
Yeah.
I could probably pull it off. It would have just been me and one other passenger. But 45 miles per gallon. And consider most places were right around $4 and $5 as we were driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's gas up there?
To be honest with you, I haven't looked in the last few days. I hurried up and filled up like on Thursday, all of our vehicles. So I really haven't looked, but I'm assuming it's bad.
Yeah. We're 389.
I actually was out today, but I didn't even look. I really didn't even pay attention to anything.
I mean, it's like we got no control of it. So, yeah.
What are you at right now?
Wichita, Kansas.
No, I meant price one.
389.
We're somewhere around the more like the 450.
Oh yeah, I mean we're Midwest. We're always less than.
But Missouri's always less than us, which is funny how that works.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm wondering maybe got we're around 430. You know what I mean? So
no one's been guessed yet. We'll give it another 4 minutes, and then we'll 3 minutes now. We'll go to 650, and then we'll reveal the winner.
Yeah, because so far the winner is
so
up there somewhere in the
about
list.
4 more minutes to get your guesses in, but it has not been picked yet.
Bring it, people! Lay down them numbers.
Here they come.
That one's over. We're so close.
Let's go, SpaceX Mike. 1 to 200. Guess the numbers. Win some big sexy beard brand.
Oh, there it is. Don Che.
87?
87.
Yes.
Boom.
That's a great number.
87. Get to thank Kevin for the selection of that number today. So Don, get some more product.
Because he's a big Jordy Nelson fan. You know, Don I would say Don might say run that one around, you know, who knows?
I know, right when you said more numbers, all of a sudden everybody bam. It's just like
I was like, bring it.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, because who someone guessed 80.
And Mike, SpaceX Mike was right there with 88 right after it too. He was like,
yeah.
But yeah, somebody guessed 84 earlier, and I was like, oh, and then no one even came close after that. I was like, oh.
And which he's the newest, isn't the most newest made man for Big Sexy, correct?
Yeah, he is actually. Yes, he is.
So
here you are saying made man. What is he got to like? Just douse somebody with some of his product out of the blue. Oh, sorry.
Can't talk about that. But yes, there are dirty deeds that need to be done.
We don't talk about the rule. There's the rules of becoming a made man is don't talk about becoming a made man.
Yep. Rule number 1. Rule number 2, don't talk about it.
Or made woman.
Or made woman. Yeah, because you were talking the other day. You're working on some female products, or you have some?
Yeah, we are. Well, so we just did it. We just got done with a really crazy transition. Like I'm talking crazy as hell. I mean, we started this before Christmas.
Yeah.
And we're finally here. But there's been a lot that's gone on. Whether it's been shipping, mail, destroying stuff, just all kinds of stuff. We now have our production reset up coming out of Ohio instead of here in Washington. And we're I think it's today. I mean, maybe it started tomorrow, but as of what I know, as of today, the website is back up and running, bigsexybeardbrand.com. Hopefully everything's will be going smoothly from here on out, and we don't have to worry about the transition anymore, and we can get on to product development and get back on our women's line. So.
Yeah. I think, like I said, the women's line, and I think, like Scentsy, like the warmer stuff, man. I've been some of that old product that I don't use anymore that I still, like the smell of it. I've been pouring it in my candle warmer.
100%. And that actually is coming out. That's not just necessarily women's line, but we are over and above that as well. We are doing wax melts in all the Big Sexy Beard Brand scents.
Yeah, awesome.
And then we are going to be coming back out with our sugar scrub. We just are redoing it. We realized, during product development that our sugar scrub we had created doesn't travel well. So we are now.
So how do we get some of your stuff? Can you tell all the people that just came on? Most of them I think no. And
bigsexybeardbrand.com. JRB 520.
Or if you get lucky enough to be at one of the shows where it's being sold, right?
Yeah. Or somewhere it's vendored for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I've usually got some on me at all times, right now until.
If you're local, there you go.
Yeah. And I mean, it's
to Josh.
So if you're local, hit me up. And, like I said, we can always send you that way and use the code. Get that code.
100%.
Yeah. I think everybody's liking the sex pot. There's a lot of chat on it on the thing. So
there's everybody everybody loves it. I mean, it was when everybody ordered their replenishments for the main man, the ambassadors and stuff. It was one of the most ordered ones.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted that in their arsenal. So,
and like I said, I mean, it just kind of worked out that, the guy that had what was before, I mean, I just said, hey, just throw a little bit of this in there. And I mean, it couldn't have meshed any better. Like it literally could not. And the funny, back to the cotton candy part of it. I had ordered some from France. Amari. I'm sure everybody, I mean, this guy he's like, I don't know. He's from France. And I mean, he's kind of spammy. And I mean, he was kind of a nuisance, but I mean, he's just a beard product guy, but the translation, I think, between France, French, they're kind of, and I think the translation kind of came off the wrong way. A lot of people were like, and so, but I mean, I've talked to him and worked with him a little bit. I did a little design for him, and one of his scents was a cotton candy. And at the time, I had nobody had any cotton candy. So I ordered some shit from France, got it like, a month, 2 later, it was, horrendous time. But it didn't have any cotton candy. All I could smell was the wax, and he didn't have any oils. All he had was the balm. And so I'm like, well, okay, one, I'm not going to be ordering my product from France every time, $30 shipping, I'm like, can't
exactly.
Do that. But, I thought I'd try it because there was no cotton candy. So when all this came about, I was like, see, it's just meant to be. I got to have my cotton candy.
Yes.
What have we missed here? Oh, so it is now time. Oh no, wait, somebody got it. So
somebody got it already. You're so
That's
if you ever,
I felt like that was going to happen.
Yeah,
my son lives in Washington, so if you ever happen to run into him, just say hi.
Well, you could tell your son to come on by and see me on March 26th at the Rock Bar and Grill here in Rock Bar and Lounge here in Spokane, where we'll be having a beard competition.
He lives in Seattle, but I think he just moved.
It's only 4.5, 5 hours. Yeah. No biggie.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Does he got a beard?
Yes, a lot.
There you go. If not, he has till March 26th to grow one. That's only 13 days.
Yeah,
man. Anybody can grow.
Last I saw him, I haven't seen him. We talk, but I really don't see him that much. So
yeah,
I think that was the next closest.
You think that was even closer than 88?
Well, without going over.
88's over.
Gotcha.
Without going over, yeah.
Oh, without going. Oh, the freaking price is right up in this.
The price is right at their ass.
Nice.
Straight up. I mean, why
Kyle Waller has never tried Big Sexy Beard Brown.
Never, not at all. Not at all. He's probably got a cabinet full of it too. So, and I'm pretty sure I've got his address unless he's moved. So I will ship him.
I don't know. Did he get married and move?
I don't know. So I will get with you after. Are you still on, Kyle? If you're still on, let me know if you're in the same place. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Whatever. Looks like James Wilson. Is that
GME? Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's James Wilson without. This is like the third or fourth person I've seen to do stuff like this did their name without any vowels.
No vowel. Well, there's an E.
Yeah, you're right. There is. I don't know then. Okay, so yeah. So what do you got going on the rest of the night, Shawn? I know it's what, 5 o'clock at your house? Got some dinner going?
I've got cornhole bags to make.
Cornhole bags? Have you officially?
So that's what I'll be doing, and development on them. I have started a cornhole business, 509 bags, and I started off with my flagship bag. It's fine. I mean, it's great. I've got orders for it, but I want a faster bag and a slower bag. So I have different speed cornhole bags for cornhole enthusiasts.
Yeah. It's a craze going on right now, isn't it?
They played cornhole at the Gunsmoke sessions.
Cornhole
2 weeks
tournament.
ago. Yeah, well, not a tournament, just because it's for the bands. But they also had the big Jenga. Everybody's using 2x4s. They cut them down a certain size.
Yeah,
yeah.
Boy, when those things fall, it is loud.
I bet.
Well, it wasn't like they were doing it from the floor either. They put them on these those big whiskey barrels.
Yeah.
And apple cider barrels is actually what they are, but
give more of a dramatic effect, more noise.
And so they're up, and this one kid, just probably about 10-year-old kid, man, went wham right on him. He's trying to hold him up and everything. He's just getting buried by him, and he was laughing his ass off. But he's getting pounded by those darn pieces of wood too.
Yeah. Sign a waiver beforehand.
Yep. Got to sign a waiver to play.
It's Dodge City, man. They still do gunfights.
There ain't no waivers.
There ain't no waivers in Dodge
Grievances
City.
are handled in the high noon in the middle of the street.
Yeah. Dodge City hasn't changed since all those Wide Open, all those people were there.
Yeah.
So
there's some stuff in Kansas. But all right, we're going to get off here.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. And like I said, check out Big Sexy. And we'll be back next Sunday with, I think, For the Birds or One Stone. We don't know.
Let's just say Nest Records, and we got it covered.
Yeah. Tony and Icy will be in for sure.
Nice.
And I got to finish up this here. Take one last look at our.
Have we decided on a name yet?
Well, I think there was one winner on the post. I think we're going to roll with it. It wasn't the Double D.
That's the only one I saw. I hadn't seen the others yet. So
there was one that was pretty good. I think Stacy was the one that was pretty good.
That was the Double D one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Assault of the Double D's or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Assault of the Double D's. That's awesome.
I mean, I think it was a little longer. I think there was a little
more
twisty.
More to it than that. Yeah. Because we are talking a 70s, 60s B, women exploitation is what they are.
Yeah.
Movies.
Thank you, Postman.
The only reason that we rented them as teenagers because we saw, look,
and
women with guns and boobs.
That's kind of what we're going for. Sex sells, always has, always will. All right, guys. Yep. Have a good night, Shawn. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yep.
See us around town.